What's up, everyone, and welcome to my video featuring Luna. What's up, everyone? As you guys can see from the title, today's video is going to be a little different. But first and foremost, before I get to that, let's just say that, you guys, I have not filmed a YouTube video in about 3 years. Sorry, Luna's running in the background. If you guys hear her little bell, that's just on her collar, and that's only because she's pretty sneaky. So I need to hear where she's at. And then since she's gray, she blends in a lot with a lot of things around the house, so it's kind of hard to notice her sometimes. So yeah, other than that, oh my gosh, it has been 3 years. You guys are probably thinking, where have you been? You just dropped off the face of YouTube. And honestly, you're right. And it's not that I don't have an excuse, and I'm not trying to make an excuse for it, but I just have to figure out some things in my life. I mean, I don't know. I just had a lot going on, and I just wanted to focus on other things in my life that I felt like really needed my attention. And now that I can relax and just breathe, I finally have time to want to do so. I wanted to put out videos because I wanted to, not because I had to. Anyways, to get to the video, as you can see from the title, this video is about Sphynx cats. What are they? Where do they come from? The world may never know. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you would be surprised how many people ask me about my cat Luna. It's pretty rare to see a regular person like me with a Sphynx cat, because you typically see those cats on TV or celebrities have them or such like that. So we're going to get into that today. And before we get started, let's just let Luna say hi. Come on. Say hi. This is Luna. Say hi. Say hi to the world. Look. Say hi, Luna. Say hi. Okay. So, alright guys, so today we are going to be talking about 6 things that they do not tell you about Sphynx cat. Number 1, they eat a lot. A lot. They eat a lot. Yeah, they really do. You will be surprised how often I have to buy cat food for Luna. She eats a lot. And one reason why those type of cats do eat a lot is because they have a fast metabolism. Since they don't have fur, they're always their body's always working to keep themselves warm, so their metabolism's always running, which means they're always hungry. So that's one thing to keep in mind if you are deciding to get a Sphynx cat. Just keep in mind that you may have to buy more cat food than usual than a typical cat, just for that reason. So it's not a bad thing, but it's just something to keep in mind if you're on a budget. Number 2, they are clingy. Yes, these types of cats are very clingy. I'm sorry, y'all, my cat is in the background tearing up my room, so if you hear something in the back, that's her. Yeah, so they are very clingy. I don't know why, they just are. She's always up under me. When I'm in the shower, she's sitting on the toilet seat watching me shower. If I'm cooking in the kitchen, she's right up under my feet waiting for a piece of food to fall. Literally, if I'm in bed, here she comes. She's right up in the blankets with me. Once again, I'm sorry, y'all, it's my cat. She's right up in the blankets with me. She's just very clingy, and I realized that it's not just her that's clingy, it's the breed in general. They're very clingy. So if you're not that type of person who likes to have animals all up on you 24/7, or if you just like to have your own space and you like for the cat to do its own thing while you're doing your own thing, then this breed may not be for you. Also, I noticed that whenever I have to leave somewhere or if I go to work, as soon as I leave my door, sometimes I hear her crying from outside of my door when I'm leaving to go somewhere, and she's crying because I have left. And it just breaks my heart sometimes because she is the only cat I have, and I feel like she depends on me a lot since it's just me and her. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you are going to get a hairless cat, try to at least get a playmate for it so it won't be too lonely. Number 3, they are not completely bald. Yes, you heard me right, they are not completely bald. And honestly, that was a shocker for me because I never noticed that. No one has never told me that before. I don't know, whenever I was looking into these cats, the pictures I would see, they would just be completely like sticky bald. Like they're just like really bald, no fur, no nothing. But the cool thing about Luna is that she has some fur, and in fact she's not all the way bald. She has peach fuzz on her, which is pretty cool. And actually I'm gonna show you right now. Luna, y'all, she is really frisky. Look at her. Okay, so for example, her tail has a lot of fur on it, and honestly, she didn't have that much fur when I first got her, but as she got older, she started to develop more fur. And also her paws have a lot of fur on it, and even her face a little bit has some fur, if you can see. It's peach fuzz, so she's not all the way bald, and even her body as well has peach fuzz on it, so she's not completely bald. So if you were to pet her, she would feel like a little hot little peach. So that's another thing to also keep in mind as well, and to keep in mind that if you do get a hairless cat, it may have more fur on it than you may have thought it would, or it may not, or yours might be completely bald. It just depends on the cat itself because not all cats are the same. Okay, fact number 4. They always have earwax in their ears. Honestly, Luna, I find myself cleaning her ears literally every other day because there's no fur in their ears to keep like the earwax at bay, I guess that's what you would call it. And so literally, since she doesn't have hair in her ears are always full with wax. And I try to keep that to a minimum because honestly it's disgusting to clean out her ears because the wax is very dark brown and almost black sometimes, which is very disgusting. And honestly, if you're not ready for that type of maintenance for your cat, then this cat may not be for you because she requires a lot of maintenance. Surprisingly, even though she has no fur, but these type of cats need a lot of maintenance, and cleaning their ears is definitely one of them. Fact number 5. This fact may shock a lot of people, but this is one thing that I didn't know whenever I was shopping around for a Sphynx cat. And even though this doesn't apply to me, this may be something that may apply to you. And that fact is that these cats are not hypoallergenic. They actually, a lot of people get that misconception of that since these cats have no fur, that these cats won't bother with their allergies if they are allergic to cats, and that's completely false. Every cat has allergens on them whether they have fur or not. And the allergens don't come from their fur, it comes from their tongue. And whenever cats lick themselves constantly, their allergens or whatever may trigger your allergies is on their tongue, and they lick themselves. And when their fur falls off and they shed their fur everywhere, that's why people are sneezing, because it's from the allergies that the cats licked from their tongue and they put it on their fur, and now it's all over your house. But with the Sphynx cat, even though they are not hypoallergenic, they still lick themselves. Of course they do, because they're still a cat. But these cats may not trigger your allergies that much, just for the simple fact that they don't have fur to shed. So if they are, so actually not if, when they are licking themselves, that's just something to keep in mind of. Or if you do have allergies but you do want to have a cat, just keep in mind that your allergies could flare up just a little bit depending on how allergic you are to cats, and therefore, so just keep that in mind just for future references, because all cats, whether they have fur or not, still carry allergens on them that could affect someone who is allergic to cats. All right, last but not least, child, when I tell you fact number 6 may be a shocker to most of you, you're right, because fact number 6 is that these cats are very expensive. These cats are really expensive, and honestly, if you're not trying to spend at least $2,000 or more on a Sphynx cat, then this cat is not the cat for you. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I spent a pretty penny on Luna, and to be completely transparent, I live in Pennsylvania. She came from California, so I had to pay for airfare fees, all the other stuff that she needed, her surgeries, vaccines, whatever. The breeder did that, but it was all included with the price. So all that stuff I paid for because it was included with the price. But Luna was $1,800 from the particular breeder that I got her from. And since Luna had to come on an airplane, of course, to get to me, I had to pay for airfare fees, which was about, I'm not even sure, probably like $300 something. I can't even remember because it was like last year, but it was very expensive, and I ended up spending over $2,200 on Luna. So please keep that in mind. If you do want a hairless cat, you may have to save depending on your circumstances. Not everyone just has $2,200 laying around for a cat, but if you are really interested in these cats, just definitely save up for it. Do your research. If you see a hairless cat that may be being sold for $500 or cheaper, then be very wary, because those cats may be sickly or something may be wrong, because $1,800 is not shocking when it comes to the price of these type of cats. It is actually pretty normal. Sorry, do you guys see her? She's running around my bed right now. But it is pretty normal price range for a cat like that, because they are pretty rare. So you want to keep that in mind as well if you are looking for a hairless cat. And you know what? That's all I have. So those were 6 things that I wish someone would have told me before I got a Sphynx cat. The other things are pretty normal. Most people already know that you have to bathe them frequently, at least every week or so, because they do get oily. That's a common fact that everyone already knows. But other than that, it's more to it, and these cats require a lot of maintenance. And oh, also I forgot one more thing. I forgot to add to fact number 2, along with them being clingy, they are very vocal. Luna will sit here and talk to you, and she'll cry out, and she'll cry, she'll meow all day, but she's always making noises, so she's very vocal. So if you want like a quiet cat, low-key, you wouldn't know that they're there. Like I said, this cat may not be for you. But other than that, that's really it. And yeah, that's it. Guys, can you see her getting under my blankets? Alright, Luna just got under my blankets right now. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope I wasn't rambling. I hope I wasn't all over the place. If so, I'm very sorry. But I am definitely going to be bringing back more videos. I know it has been a very long time since I posted a video. I want to come back stronger than ever for you guys, and I want to put out videos and This channel is going to turn into something different for me than I initially thought about whenever I first started making those videos 3 years ago. So I hope you guys come along on this journey with me. All right, well, that's it. So I hope to see you guys soon. And if you would like, my social media handles will be listed below. Also, give me some video topics that you would like for me to do or talk about down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. I definitely want to grow my channel to be a little bit more versatile, so I have different topics for every demographic. So please feel free to come along with me on this journey with me, and and I think that's it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, a wonderful day, wonderful night wherever you're at, and I hope to see you guys soon. Peace and love. Bye, guys. This is a test. Test, test, test. What's up? Whoa, it's been a minute.